Hi guys, I'm here to talk about AWS. This is my architecture playlist, and I'm going to talk about what they're doing and why they're doing, and if there's a better way, an alternate way we can accomplish that, and giving some more scenarios for some different kind of use cases. So I hope you like these kind of videos. My goal is to complete all the 554 videos which are there in This Is My Architecture. I'm going to start with the axioms, reg cloud, secure, scalable risk, and regulatory reporting on AWS. So let's start with the video.
Hello and welcome to this episode of This Is My Architecture. My name is Kapil and with me today I have Sapna from Axiom SL. Sapna, welcome to the show.
Hey, nice to be here.
Glad to have you here, Sapna. Can you introduce us to Axiom SL?
Sure. So, Axiom SL's controller view is essentially a risk and reporting platform. We allow financial institutions to load native data, enrich, aggregate it, map it to regulatory templates, all through a no-code, transparent experience.
That's fantastic. And obviously, Axiom SL has been around for several years. Can you tell us what was the motivation to build a SaaS platform on AWS?
It was the industry's change of view on cloud, really. So the industry went from unacceptable on cloud to a matured stance of this is a key business enabler. And regulators globally identified this, assessed cloud risk, and provided guidelines. So what financial institutions realized was they can work around data sovereignty and security concerns so long as they have the right in-house team or vendor. Axiom SL, already having a strong footprint in the regulatory reporting industry, thought we were best placed to capture cloud benefits and bring this to our clients.
Got it. And so can you tell us what do you actually deploy on AWS on behalf of your customers?
Sure. So we essentially do an automated deployment of a single tenant isolated application stack, as you see here. And this exists per environment, per client.
Wow.
So what she really means over here is that she is actually building this entire stack with the RDS and Redshift for each client she has. So let's say if she has 100 clients, then she's going to have 100 RDS and Redshift instances, which is something new. I'm listening. But let's see what she has to say, why she's doing it.
So that must be hundreds of different environments that you have to provision and orchestrate. How do you do that efficiently?
So automation is key to it. We try end-to-end industry standard automation. So we achieve this using Terraform for IAC, Jenkins for continuous integration, Ansible for configuration, of course, and Amazon's ECS. And then further, CIS hardened images are built through AMI, again for every environment and every client.
Got it. So every update to the application, you package it up as a CIS hardened image and deploy into the client environments. Obviously, security must be top of mind for Axiom SL. What other security features do you have in your platform?
So security is the center of everything we do.
So before going to the security part, she actually using Terraform. So Terraform is basically we can script what configurations, what all services, what all servers we need in AWS or any other cloud provider. And Jenkins is to do CI/CD pipelines, and Ansible is to access EC2 instances or maybe any kind of instance or Linux machine or Windows machine, and doing upgrades or doing configurations. So it's pretty cool. So far so good. So let's see what she has to say about the security.
In our application stack to our processes. We achieve this using native AWS services. So namely, KMS Security Hub and Guard Duty give us the standard of security we are looking for. And then we automate security response to incidents using AWS Config CloudWatch, CloudTrail. Not to forget, S3 is used quite heavily as well to provide end-to-end data encryption, both for transit as well as at rest.
That's fantastic. And I see there's another AWS native service that you're using, Amazon Redshift. Can you tell us a bit about that?
So Redshift came to...
Yeah, before we go to Redshift, the analytics part, she's gonna discuss, I guess. So yeah, she's using a lot of services like KMS. KMS actually for managing the encryption keys, the security hub, the guard duty, config, CloudWatch, CloudTrail, a lot of logging details, and S3. I think so. She's using S3 for saving a lot of I would say logs, which are stored in CloudWatch and CloudTrail, so that she can process it later. But let's see if she has something else to say with it, about S3. If not, this is what we can assume. And yeah, let's start with the Redshift. What she has to say.
As really a problem solver for us, because we were looking at this statement of extremely large volumes of client data in the last few years because of increase in granular regulatory requirements. And we were looking for technologies which could process this data quickly, come at a reasonable price, little expertise needed from us, proven track record of continuous service availability. And all of this was checked by Redshift, especially if you consider the recently available smaller RA3 nodes, because they allow us to scale independently for storage versus compute.
Absolutely. And speaking of scaling storage, do you also happen to use Redshift Spectrum?
Yeah, we're actually very excited about it. So Redshift Spectrum essentially allows us to give our clients a warm storage capability. What we mean by that is regulators often ask clients for MIS on historical data, and this is on short notice more often than not, which means that financial institutions need to do all of this with quick turnaround time, so they don't have to wait for data unarchival load and then further processing. And Redshift Spectrum helps us do that.
Got it. So with Redshift, you're able to deliver better performance, better cost efficiency for your customers.
So what she's talking about, like when the compliance, when the government or the regulatory comes to the financial institutions, like we need your MSI or any kind of information which is related to your system, and we need it really quick. So as she mentioned, she has a warm storage. Warm storage is kind of like not cold storage, but it's like it's handy, but not that much accessible like in data in RDS. But using our Redshift Spectrum, she can actually load the raw files like CSV files or JSON files into Redshift, and she can just run SQL queries, or her clients can run just SQL queries like what is the average, what's the average bank balance of people in Illinois, or what are the spending, what is the max spending in a household income of $40,000 a year. So this kind of queries and ad hoc queries we can run on Redshift. So it's pretty amazing using SQL. So it's pretty amazing. And Spectrum gave us a very good integration with the S3.
Tell us what was the experience like for your application to integrate with Redshift?
Right. So our application is database agnostic to begin with. So it was relatively easier to kick off Redshift incorporation into our ecosystem. Having said that, though, there were changes to be made. For example, we have to separate OLTP data workload processing from OLAP.
Right.
We also need to obviously support Spectrum and then work around Redshift's inherent table limit design.
Right. But you were able to overcome those challenges and deliver relatively much better performance and cost efficiency. Tell us what's next for XMSL Reg Cloud.
Right. So Axiom SL are all into Reg Cloud, especially because firms of all types really need to embrace cloud now. So in addition to the usual optimizations that one would expect in terms of performance, cost, scalability on any application, we are very excited with the results that we see on AI, ML, distributed processing, higher computation, and we are looking forward to bringing these additional value adds to our clients.
All really exciting stuff, Sapna. Thank you so much for sharing these insights with our customers and viewers.
So yeah, she's talking about the AI, and I feel the best way she can integrate AI is using SageMaker, and maybe EMR, but SageMaker is being one of the best. And according to my experience, I've used SageMaker. It comes with a lot of different features like building models, deploying models, having blue-green test deployments, having periodic builds of the machine learning models. So she can definitely do that. And So that's it for this tutorial, and let me know in comments if you like it. If you want me to talk more about things and explain it to you in a much better way, then do let me know. And do like my video, subscribe my channel. It really motivates me to make new content for you guys. Thank you so much, guys.